Hello and welcome to this Sunday evening live stream. A lot happening over here on the ranch. Got had a big day today. It's actually something that um, me and my wife been wanting to do like before we even had land. Now that we have land, we're able to do it. And then I want to address something, and I think I figured out how to bring up the screen. Someone made a comment. I don't know what you're saying. Um, Someone left a comment, and apparently someone's taken my videos and putting them on their videos. And I mean, the video in 3 days got like 100,000 views. I thought was pretty interesting. So who do we have in here today? Steve, Mechanic, Susie Cook White. Guys, it's time. Curtis, Steve, TMB Metals, Damn, Rick Stewart, what's up? Living off scraps, RT Jones. So the first question, when the time is right, are you going to be able to do welding projects for money? Yeah, absolutely. Welding projects, milling projects. As soon as I get set up, I'll take on anything that I feel comfortable doing with the equipment that I have. Hey, bro, checking in from UK. It's been proven that painting the bulls with black and white stripes can significantly reduce the number of flies landed on them. Good luck with painting Murmur. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be painting him, but I am getting much more friendly with him. I've been hand feeding him. His tongue tastes feels like sandpaper. And the flies, from what we've seen today out here, that's normal. I mean, but there is a couple things that we can do, and we're going to look into. Do any of you know a place in Rochester, New York, that sells electric motors or transformers? Sells or buys them? That's interesting. No, I don't know. I'm in South Florida. I'm about as far away from New York as you can get almost. Guys, it's time. What's up, Copper King? Doing pretty good. What's up, Curtis, Steve, Rex from New Zealand? What's up, man? Hey, Rick. So, AC, you scrapping? What's up, dude? Thomas, what's up, man? Hey, Alan. Hope you and the wife are good. Yeah, we had a pretty good day today. We went to church, and then we went and seen somebody that was just awesome. Your animals are cute. Thanks. That's kind of why we're doing this stream tonight, because of what we did today and what's going to be coming over the next week. So this is going to be a proper ranch over here. My wife is going crazy with animals. What's up, Michael Thomas? Hi, Derek. The farm equipment you found on your property might be worth more as vintage pieces than scrap metal. Yeah, I was thinking. I mean, I don't think I would have scrapped this. The money I would have gotten scrap wouldn't be worth it. I would just put it out here in the yard. And I was actually thinking about maybe trying to get one of them to actually work. I mean, the one thing looks like it would work. You just got to get it out of the trees. What happened to Oliver? Oliver lives 2 hours away. I just talked to him the other day. He's actually back in school for his apprenticeship. So he's really busy. I just talked to him. He said when he gets a little bit of free time, he's going to come out here. I told him to bring his gun, and we'll have a little shooting party. What's up, Naples Frank? Hey man, I'll call you tomorrow. I know you called me the other day. I was so busy, dude. What's up, Corey? Hi, Derek. How you doing? Are you going to get any more horses? I mean, that's possible. Um, but right now, I'll tell you what we were doing today. So my wife found a guy on Craigslist of all places, and you know, like I said this when I made that video of pulling onto this property that everything I've ever gotten into, God has always put like the right person in my path. And well, at this point, it's me and my wife's path. So she found someone. I mean, we didn't know anything about this, and we were looking for a dairy cow so we could get our own milk. And well, what one getting one cow turned into what? Four,
Well, a cow,
possibly
a
five.
steer, a bull, and a heifer.
Yeah, a cow, a steer, a bull, and a heifer. So
The family pack.
we basically got the family pack coming Saturday.
Yeah.
Next Saturday, we're getting a whole pack event, like the whole herd is coming. And we met the guy we are dealing with, what just couldn't have been a nicer guy, very informative, and just a wealth of knowledge, and just so nice, and helping us out. What will be our goals? So we have a goal, like um, we want to be food independent, and we have like a 2-year goal for that. So hopefully within 2 years, we'll be growing enough fruits and vegetables and stuff like that where we won't have to buy it, and our meat protein we'll be getting from right here off the land. And not only that, hopefully get into a situation where it's basically we'll be getting the meat for free eventually, you know. um so um we might be breeding cows, so we'll have to we got a lot of stuff to do. And we my wife already has pigs coming. Now we're not big on we don't eat pork, but she just wants the pigs because they were cute, and she seen one today named Chubbs, and she fell in love with the little pig, and now apparently we're gonna have pigs. But we are gonna have chickens for meat and eggs as well, and so going forward, yeah, we're gonna be growing our own food basically. Let me see here. Yeah, we're gonna have a full blown ranch. What's up, Joseph Lente? You need to change the title under your name. This is the second live from your new location. Oh, I don't even know how to do that. Let me see. Uh, Hold on. Thank you for that info.
Your mom's there.
Edit name and headline. Second. Let's see. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Joel Brown, what's up, man? Johnny Davenport. Good evening, fellow scrappers. What's the plan for the shop? Well, I got to sort out what I got over here and dial in, and it's going to take a little bit. I got I mean, we did put a deposit on a building, but I need to come up with the money to pour the slab and the rest of the building. And then, obviously we just had like a well out here, and I just moved, and, I don't have I see a comment right here. Bob Morris, is Oliver and Steve done with the channel? Not necessarily. They're just not going to be readily available because they were right down the street from me before, and now I am, 2 hours away. So, they're not going to be a regular occurrence on the shop. Oh, someone donated.
Joseph.
Oh, Joseph Valenti, thank you for the $50, man. I really appreciate it. That's going to go towards the shop fund.
Shop fund.
Yeah. So I've been hustling. Like the move really, that just like physically wiped me out. And, it just took longer than I thought. And now now that I'm here every day, well, not every day, except for when I'm out on the road, I'm going to be able to dial this in pretty quick and get sorted and get back to actually making some money and processing some copper and some scrap and get some good videos out. It's just going to take a little bit of time, a little bit of work. We got a lot to do over here. We're going to have one thing, I guess, now that not only are we getting cattle, but some pigs, we have to build a pig pen. Because the fencing that we have out here is basically cattle fencing, barbed wire. I think the pigs would be able to scoot right through that. We got some areas are set up for like got the hog fencing, but we're gonna have to make a dedicated area for them. And then, eventually, one day I would like to run that hog fencing around the whole property, not only to keep what we have in, but to keep actually stuff we don't want in out. So pigs are delicious. Yeah. Bacon and pepperoni pizza. Oh my God. I just don't eat that stuff really anymore. So yeah, chickens. We will be getting some chickens soon. My wife was just showing me a chicken coop she wants. So whether we're going to get that or build one, we're going to be working on that here soon. Hey, Derek, maybe you and the wife should get some llamas for your farm. A llama? Okay. What do you do with llamas? Do people eat llamas? Do you milk them? Llama milk or something? I don't know. Basically, everything we do out here, we're going to try to utilize the land as much as we can to, at least pay for the land, So if we can get some cattle going, buy and sell cattle, we got a really good contact. We have 9 chickens, 3 red cinnamons, and 6 gray something or other pullets. Do you breed the chickens? Hey, is that what you need? Yeah, that's what you need. Maybe you and your wife can get into some goat to get goat milk or goat meat. So I'm having a buddy come out next weekend to look at some electrical. We got a lot of electrical to do out here, and he actually has goats, and I think he slaughters them. I think he does it himself. I don't know if he sends it somewhere. Hey Frank, thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it, dude. But I don't think my wife's gonna want to. I think these are gonna be more pets than sausage. Because I'll teach you how to make some sausage.
You can do that.
Can we out of the pigs?
Bubba's on. Tommy's on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Corey Dean, does your wife don't like to be on camera with you when you're on YouTube videos? No, my wife will probably never be on video. I could probably get her to like talk and do some interview and stuff off camera, just on the mic. But she wants to be private. Just like our house is not going to be on camera. She's not going to be on camera. That's just what she wants. A couple bags of concrete. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of bags. I mean, we calculated like 500 bags of concrete for the various little projects that we got. First thing we're gonna do is pour that. We got a shed. What was it? 10 by 12.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to pour a 10 by 12 slab, something to start with, and then we're gonna do the carport, and then we're gonna do once the carport's done in front and in back, so we can park our cars up on the concrete. Because eventually, when I get the shop over there, we can park our cars under that. When does the concrete pouring start? Hopefully, pretty soon. I just have a couple things to sort out, and then we're probably gonna order some pallets, and then I have a mixer. Need to get your friend Steve to come over your house and help you around your shop. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing now. Llamas are mainly for wool. Oh, okay. Who were we talking about that was wanting to do wool?
No, I want a cashmere goat.
A cashmere goat?
Yeah.
You shear the llama's fur, but they spit on you. Yeah, we don't want nothing like that, man. We're just looking for some meat and Bubba Wheatley.
Yeah.
Good luck with the cow. Sounds like a great deal. Cows are cheaper than therapy. Hey, man, thanks a lot, dude. I'm glad you joined the stream. What are your biggest challenges moving to the new location as far as being further from your customers and your scrapyard? The biggest challenge was just physically moving. And right now, not having a concrete slab to run my forklift, that's a challenge, because even at the last location before I had my shop, most of you guys met me when I was working from home under the carport, I had a concrete slab. So I was able to, you've seen in those videos, I had the pallet jack and a winch. I had the crane on the trailer. So I could easily just drag stuff up, move it around. I could move around 4,000 or 5,000 pounds with the pallet jack. I can't do that right now. Like something heavy, when I offload it, it's right where I offload it until I get a machine. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to contact the dude with the Kubota and try to work out a deal. I just need to get it back out here to do some clearing and move some more stuff around with the forks. But we're having this cattle come in, and that Kubota, the guy has a bunch of auger attachments. I'm going to need to set some big poles and stuff like that and create a, what do you call it? A cattle pen?
Yeah.
Which is very interesting. Like talking with the guy today, and he showed us how he handles the cattle. And, at first when he mentioned we're going to have to get a cattle pen, I thought he was just talking about like a section where you keep your cattle. But no, it's literally like a tool. Like you got to be able to, yeah. Like you got to be able to move the cattle, separate them, whether you're going to, like, we want to have a dairy cow and milk it. So you got to be able to funnel the cattle into an area where you can milk it. You got to be able to load the cattle. So there's a whole, it's actually very kind of scientific, the way it's laid out and what you want to do. And you got to build it to where like our layout is going to determine how we do it, So we're coming up with where we're actually going to put this, but you got to be able to herd the cattle in there. And then once they're in there, put them and do what you're going to do. It was very interesting, very informative day we had today with this guy. And, I hope it's just going to be a good relationship going forward. Goat meat is an acquired taste. Yeah, I think what do they have on gyros? Is that goat meat or is that lamb? I think that's lamb. I had a gyro once in Philly.
It depends. I don't know if I do that in the UK.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna, um, but we'll see about that. We're gonna start with the cattle. As a question for horses, I would actually like to get a horse that I could ride and actually help like round up my cattle. Um, or I have to get like a four wheeler or a side by side. Yeah, I mean, my Banshee is not
You
really
gotta get Lucy ready.
something. I, I think that Banshee would scare the cows more than like round them up. Uh, I mean, I could probably try, but it'd be crazy.
Chill.
Um, let's see what we got here. Llama will spit on you when you get close to them. Yeah, we don't want nothing like that. Goats will help your grass. Help it or eat it. So one thing I did notice because we haven't mowed the pastures we have here, there's like some type of plant and it looks like it's spreading. I don't know if it's like little bushes or trees or whatever, but I'll get out there and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. You'll see them; they're like brown areas. I want to try to get rid of that and keep as much grass out there. The guy we talked to today, man, his grass was high, and and he was telling us don't go buy feed unless you're gonna if you're going to send the cow to slaughter or whatever, or the steer, and there's a bull, a steer, a heifer, and a cow, right? And they're all different things. So it was a very big learning curve. Oh, and yeah, well, I just want to thank Frank for the donation. That'll probably be going towards definitely lumber for the pigs. Thanks for the $100 donation, man. I really appreciate it, dude. Every dollar counts now. We're trying to recover some money from move-in and the well, and it was a lot. It was a huge endeavor moving out here, but it's going forward. It's going to be a great adventure, and we're going to save compared to what we were putting out before. So are you going to get help with the concrete? Yeah. The small stuff I'll be able to do myself. A 10 by 12 slab is easy. I got all the equipment to do that. That's something one person can handle, or two people. Me and my wife can do that. But when it comes to the carport, I've already decided I'm going to do in sections, like 10 by 10 or whatever it was, 10 by 15 sections. So that'll be kind of the same deal. And then, but the 30 by 75 shop, I'm going to have someone come help pour that. Like I could do all the prep, put the mesh, the rebar, the visqueen and all that stuff down, do the form, shoot the grade and everything like that. I have a transit level. I have the bull float, the Fresno, all the sticks and stuff like that for the concrete, the edgers, the joiners. But pouring that much concrete, there's no way I can do that by myself. That's just way too much. Okay. That was from
Tommy.
Okay. Hey man, thanks. So the guy we're getting the cows from said that he might know what to do with the grass. Hey, what's up, Adam W? E-Waste Jill. Get an old Mexican dude to cook you some goat. You'll love it. I had an old Mexican one time try to give me cow tongue. And yeah, I don't know. It just didn't sound right, man. Man, you don't have a bull, you have a steer, a trans cow, no weebos. Okay, yeah. So I guess our bull doesn't have any nuts, but I haven't seen any on him.
I mean, he's so big.
Someone neutered him. Yeah. Uh, yeah, he's a big boy. We seen some cows today. Um, they're really nice looking cows, but Murmur's is huge.
He's just a beast.
I think he's just fat from eating all the time. He just, but what I learned today is, well, you don't need to be feeding these guys unless, I don't know about the horse, but like the cow, the bull, Murmur,
Have you
he,
seen him working?
I've already started to ration him.
No. No.
My wife doesn't like that.
I'm gonna cook for him.
No, you're not gonna cook for him. So right now you'll round up the cattle with the riding lawnmower, and it's not a bad idea. I mean, that thing is actually pretty quick. I think it does 13 mile an hour. But we do have that electric cart. It's like a side by side. It's just electric. I need to sort some batteries for it, and we definitely need some because just walking from here to my wife walks to the front to get packages. We have a big box out there that she continuously shops online and has stuff delivered to the house.
For shoelaces.
Yeah, like shoelaces for my boots.
Oh, your project.
Oh yeah, all my projects. So hopefully next time I go live, I have this. What is this? An outdoor Wi-Fi extender and access point. Look at them antennas, man. And I got she got me 150 feet of outdoor. What is this? Cat 5 or Cat 6? Cat 6. Ethernet
cable.
Ethernet. It's rated outdoor, so I could run this down to the shop. I think this has 2 ports. Now, I don't know if I can actually come out of this. And this is actually plugs in, so it's like a booster. Because right now I'm actually on Wi-Fi. I don't know how the stream is. But normally StreamYard wants you to plug in and hardwire. So I'd like to be able to hardwire down there. And I think this will get me there. I don't know. But even if not, the freaking antennas on this thing should boost the signal. I think it's literally like a football field or two that this will extend your Wi-Fi. So I put this down there by the shop. I should be able to get good signal, and then we can do some projects and some live scrapping or whatever. I get back into melting copper, and we'll have basically a good connection down there because I like to do something when I go live. I like to show you guys something. Right now, the signal's not strong enough down there. Your move must have cost you a small fortune in lost revenues. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, the fact that I probably saved $2,000 just in making my own fuel with the centrifuge and getting all that used oil for free. That was a huge blessing. And the 200 gallons of free diesel and free gasoline I got with those 500-gallon tanks. So, I mean, we burned every bit of that stuff up. You're going to need a cement mixer pump and maybe a pump truck too. Yeah, I mean, the small projects over here, I'm pretty confident I can do. And the dude that I'm trying to get that Kubota skid steer from, he actually has one of those continuous mixers. So I'm going to see about maybe getting that from him when I go to do the thing. But I have a concrete mixer. I could do these little projects over here. There are probably a few teens around the neighborhood that could use a day or two's work. Yeah, it's what's weird is like you don't really see much people. Like I wouldn't even know. Like I know for me, like nobody can really come here and knock on our door. We got a gate, and you can't get past the gate, and we don't have a ring down there. We're trying to get some type of setup to where people, if they need to contact us, it'll ring our cell phone or something. But that'll be down the road. But like out here, you don't want to just be walking up on anybody's yard, man.
You'd have to get Wi-Fi, and we'd have to wait till we got a Wi-Fi in your shop.
Oh,
Because the Wi-Fi just won't go that far.
yeah. You might get shot walking up on someone's yard, but I'll figure it out. We're going to figure out how to find some local help. I've seen a bunch of young people in the church today. Maybe we can get something going on with that. And we're definitely going to need some type of help out here eventually, because I just physically can't do it all myself. Like a ranch hand or just any type of part-time work or something like that. But like we was talking with the dude today, young people, oh my God, there's like a disconnect between them and like work, like physical work or knowledge about, things that a basic dude should know, so that's going to be an uphill. Cow tongue is definitely no.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, my wife actually likes cow tongue.
Oh,
Hey there, shout out from Romania. What's up? That's awesome, man. You'll notice the bull balls, they're hard to miss. Can't imagine eating an animal's tongue. Heck no. I don't know, man. Murmur's tongue felt like sandpaper when I was feeding them
it's
apples.
delicious. I'll boil it. It'll be good.
Oh, okay. I knew streaming at the house would be cool, but streaming from the temp shop or new shop in the future, need another Wi-Fi account. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, you will for the new shop.
Oh, for the new shop in the front of the yard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be. We've already. We're going to have a new electrical service. Man, I have to have a well drilled up there. Unless I dig another pond and just pull from a pond. We'll have to work that out. Unless I just run a hose or a line from here to there. But we got the guy that did our well did a great job. Fantastic pressure. I mean, it's night and day. What we had before was like, it's crazy the difference. We had no water pressure. Like once the bladder emptied, it would have probably taken a couple minutes just to fill a gallon of water, I mean, it took half a day to fill that 80 gallon hot water tank that I replaced out there. But
it's fantastic.
Yeah, the pump we have now is amazing. So ducks, you have a pond, you need a few ducks. Yeah, definitely some ducks are on the list of stuff we want.
Didn't we have an otter?
We had an otter out there, but he doesn't live in there. I realized that we actually have on the side of the fence on one side of the property is a canal, which is actually nice because there's a farm, and the type of farm that's over there, I can see there probably be like wild hogs. And the fact that there's a big canal in between us and them makes me feel a lot better about the hogs not being able to get over. The only other thing is wherever there's water in South Florida, there's probably gators. So if there's gators in there, I don't know, but there are a couple tortoises over there. Good timing on that fuel factory. Yeah, that definitely came in handy. Hold on, someone else gave a donation here. Matt Binford. Hey, Derek, didn't recognize you without the t-shirt on. Without a t-shirt? Am I not wearing a t-shirt?
No, that's like a polo.
Oh, I'm wearing a polo shirt. Yeah.
Not polo UK polo, polo American polo. Polo UK polo is turtleneck.
Oh. Thanks, man. I appreciate the $10, dude. I appreciate everything. I appreciate y'all guys just watching and commenting and hanging out for a while. Murmur is a steer. Yeah. I'm learning my cow lingo, the cattle lingo. I mean, we took in a lot of information today. It was a lot. And, we got a little bit of work. We got some of the infrastructure. We could just start having them graze out here. But when we start getting to the point where we want to start milking the cows or like sending them off to get slaughtered or, what is going on here? These phones are blowing up.
Steve, he's getting us chickens and goats.
Really?
Yeah, but he left me off the text.
Oh. Oh yeah, so we're getting chickens and goats. So someone's moving, and I guess we're going to become an animal sanctuary over here for a while. What's up, Aaron? Murmurs of Steel, yeah. What's up, Merchant Metals, dude? I thought I was your yard hand. Hey, dude. When you're ready to come down, we could use some help pouring some concrete. Let Steve move into the garage. He would be a major help on site. Something went wrong with the last couple of generations as far as work ethic goes. Yeah, that's the modern day school system, man, and the lack of parenting and the lack of. I mean, I could go on a whole rant on that. I probably should do that on Rumble. I really need to get that other channel going so I can just talk some crap, man. It's hard to do that here on YouTube. They like to censor you and throttle you, and like last time I showed my hardware on the live stream, they cut the stream and deleted the whole video, which was crazy. I have the same problem with help here in Tampa. Church seems to be a good place to look. Yeah, I hope so. Living off scraps. You've had cow tongue before? Did you like it? My wife says it's delicious, but I don't know. I guess I'll have to try it one day.
I have one. I'll make one. I got it at
This generation is too removed from boomers. It's a huge problem. No one knows how to Bob Vila. Yeah, that's right. DIY fix. Nobody knows anything, man. It's like even Oliver, even though he's a hard worker, when I met him, he had no, like his father never really showed him how to use tools. I mean, he knew basic tools, but he didn't know what everything was, or what tools would be the right one for the certain job, or like it's just hard finding someone like me. I've been tinkering since I was a kid. Like when I was a kid and I had a bicycle, you know what I'd do? I'd take the damn thing all the way apart just to see if I could put it back together, or I'd take it apart and I'd sand down parts of it and I'd paint it and clean it up and, do different things. I'd take, work on my own stuff. Like nobody does that. Nobody, like it's hard to find anybody that does anymore. Now, maybe it's different out here where I'm at now in the country. These folks out here are probably more, well, I don't know about all of them, but
based on the story that Tommy said today, he's out here.
Yeah, I guess so. So he's out here and he said he still has problems. And he was telling us about his occupation and the youth and the standards that certain things used to have for you to qualify to even be in that position are they're degrading the standards down to a point where, man, it's just the only way I can say it, it's a bunch of soft ass people. The country, like this is not, we're going in the wrong direction. Is what we're doing. I mean, fast. So we need to figure it out. I want to show this video. A guy sent me, let me catch up on these questions. Try a ALFA Wi-Fi comp to range extender. I have one on my shop 500 feet away from the house. Ride in Florida. Well, I mean, we already have this. So I'm going to try that. it's going to bring, I mean, I don't know all the specs on it, and it's got a bunch of gibberish that I really don't understand, but we're going to try it. Hopefully it works pretty good. What's up, PSF from Delray Beach? Sean Chase.
Oh, it's Sean.
Hey, thanks, man. Who else remembers Derek's first video under the carport? I don't know what my first video under the carport was, but I mean, I had a YouTube channel for a while before that. It's just, I think that one of the first videos under the carport was like a big pile of copper wire. And that was during COVID. And that's when I got monetized. Hogs are fun to hunt, though. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Steve does hogs.
Ducks are good for pest control. You know what's crazy? When I was a kid, I remember down the street from my grandmother's house, they would have like a hog. They weren't shooting a hog, but I remember them chasing the damn thing around the backyard. Or maybe I don't know what they were doing with it, but they would have a lot of they kill the hog and barbecue it. When it gets cold, you'll get those 2 or 3 foot gators. I hope not, man. We got a little dog out here. 6-foot windmill can pump and create water in a pond. They also have solar hookups. A windmill, huh? I thought about a windmill, but I didn't know if we'd have enough wind to actually make it worth it. Eventually, another one of our plans, we have our 2-year food independence plan. And then we want to have a energy independence plan, which is going to be a 2-part thing. One, I got my buddy coming next weekend. He works for a huge generator company out of Melbourne. And I have that 150 kW diesel generator, that Cummins generator out there. And I'm going to run it off the black diesel, run it off free fuel. So if we can do that with a combination of solar panels and get most of the stuff we have off of the grid, like I don't want to be paying $1,000 a month electric bill when we have a lot of square footage of roof, and to me, every square footage of roof should be solar panels. The carport, the garage, that should have solar on it. And then if I can get some diesel generators that run off of the used oil, then I'm going to start really pushing on the used oil and get a lot of that in here. Goats will cut down on your mowing time. See, when I lived in Lake City, I had those baby gators walking by my house every morning. Wow. Where's Lake City? Is that Central North Florida? How long until you start buying solar panels from your electrical contacts? Lots of those companies retire them early. So not a lot of the people I deal with do a lot of solar. It's something we're going to be looking into. I see a lot of people on Facebook Marketplace selling them, like overstock, like they ordered a bunch and got a bunch extra, or maybe like that, some used ones that they took down. But solar panels have like a lifespan, they degrade. Their efficiency could be like 20 to 30% efficient. They're going to degrade over the over time. Can you tell your editor to play that funky song, Detroit Twins? Okay. I don't know what song that is, but I'll let them know. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. People getting arrested. Most of the kids are all on mental medication. It's terrible. Plus, the kids are so soft. Yeah, definitely. I bet you snowbirds help with Christmas. I don't know how would they help me with Christmas. Back in the day, so when I used to do strictly Transformers, Christmas time was my busiest time of the year. One, a lot of customers save their stuff up throughout the year for like a Christmas party. And two, leading up to the holidays, like starting with Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas, those months, all the big retail stores would pay a lot of money to have their lights maintained. So all their parking lots were well lit because it Steve from church is in there.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's up, dude? Thanks for stopping by the live stream. Um, it was a liability for them if something happened, if someone got robbed or a car stolen in the parking lot. So they would spend extra money making sure everything was well lit. And so the months leading up to Christmas, man, I used to get super busy, man. So many big 1,000-watt transformers. It's so sad that freaking LEDs came. But yeah, Christmas nowadays, I mean, yeah, I still get a little bit extra business, but not like I used to. And actually, it's kind of been slow past like 2 months. Literally, while I was moving, I really didn't get that many phone calls. But now it comes in like waves. Now I'm going to probably just get slammed, which will be good because we got a lot of work to do. Need a lot of money to do everything we need to do. Am I going to bring back my help? I mean, if they want to drive 2 hours out here, I mean, I wouldn't mind the help, but maybe if I got a big project, I'll pay for their, fuel and feed them and stuff like that. But, nobody's going to drive like 2 hours a day every day to go to work. You're burning more time than fuel than it's really worth it.
I think Steve should come and help you.
I do miss the Detroit Twins song on the videos. I have to see what song that was. What breed of cows and pigs are you getting?
If Tommy's still on, if he can answer that.
Yeah, so if the guy, he was Bubba, what was his name? Bubba something on the chat. So it's what did he say? A Midwest cow?
No, those what he has. He's got
real beautiful. Oh yeah, he had some really nice cows. So we're getting some Florida cows.
They look like cows. They're black and white.
They're black and they literally look like a dairy cow that you would think of. And the ones actually have horns. Like our steer, I guess we could call it, doesn't have any horns. I was kind of disappointed. And so I'm not sure the exact breed, but we will when they come and we get more information. They'll be here Saturday. So and then the pigs, what were they? Little mini pot bellies?
Oh, no, well today we saw the pot belly, and then we'll get some pot bellies.
Yeah, unfortunately, we almost got a pig that my wife fell in love with. What was his name? Chubbs.
Yeah.
She was just feeding him bread constant. I thought he was going to pop.
He was great.
Yeah, he was a really cool little pig. But she wanted him, but I'm like, the guy said the pig's been there for like 10 years. That was his home. Yeah. It'd be like taking this bull and this horse out of here and bringing them somewhere else. Like you're taking away from what they've known their whole life, basically. Too many video games now. And electric everything. Kids don't even ride bikes anymore. That's sad. My knees and shins are tore up for me riding a bike as a kid because that's all I did. No shop classes in junior high because of lawyers. That sucks. I love shop. I had woodworking class, and I had shop class where we were literally melting metal. We learned how to stick weld, and as a first-year student, they wouldn't let you run. They had milling machines and CNC lathes, So, I mean, that stuff was great. Nowadays, these kids would cut their hand off or probably stick their fingers right in the molten metal. They're not that bright. So yeah. So fast food barely hires. They do food orders with tablets. Yeah, and then the thing about the fast food places now, you go in there and you got to order your own food. There's like a whole thing you do. Rodney Gay, glad to catch a live, long time watcher. Thanks for stopping by, man.
This is the song. It's always on your videos.
Huh?
This is the song.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Your new place is beautiful. Congrats. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Detroit Twin song is what feels to me the PSF anthem for a long time songs. Yeah. Strip and wire. I got a little bit of wire. I might strip tomorrow. Can't wait to see the new animals. Yeah, we're both really excited about that. Like, it's so funny. My wife was like, "Oh, I want to get a dairy cow." We were thinking about getting just one cow. But like once you learn about what's involved, you realize, to have a dairy cow, you need a bull and you need to, you got to have the cow have a baby to get milk. So ducks are so nasty, they make a mess like pigs. Really? The people have spoken. Give us the song.
Next video, everyone watch.
Get some. What is that? A guana? They eat the bugs. Oh, a guineas? Guineas. They eat the bugs and let you know what's around. Best farm watchdogs around. Yeah, we're gonna get some probably some guinea hens. Lake City is northern Florida. Yeah. I used to manage a McDonald's. Kids do not want to work. And then they didn't show up. The parents didn't care that they didn't show up for work. Yeah, that sucks. They just live at home for free. I Shazam that song and played it on YouTube. Guinea hens are good for bugs, but they are stupid. Chickens are good for bugs eaters, and they eat small mice too. Really? If you are interested, I can get you a lot of help from our southern border. We just need a school bus and transport them. Okay, let me see. I want to show you guys a video. So a guy said to me, "Hey man, someone's using your YouTube videos." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he sent me the thing. So let me see if I can play this real quick. Let me see if I can do this. Here we go. So this channel, let me see here. I gotta do this. The channel has 29,000 subscribers. They put out a video that's got 107,000 views in 3 days. That's insane. But they're using clips of me in this place, like a recent. The answer lies in copper recycling. Look. Scrap is collected. You see that clip? Now, the way they're doing it, let me pause this real quick. There's me again. What the heck is this? Like, and I know that's a recent video because that was shot with my wide angle lens. Over in the corner, you'll see a blur. I dropped the lens. And my wife actually just ordered me a new one. She's such a good woman. We got a brand new 2.0 max lens. So we can shoot wide angle and high definition.
Without the splodge on it.
Yeah, without the splodge that you see there in the corner. There's two of them actually. But this company or whatever this channel is like taking my videos. Now, YouTube has a fair use thing, and I think it's like as long as you don't play consecutively more than like 10 or 15 seconds, there's nothing you can do. Like, what am I going to do? This guy's taking my content. To be reborn. Every cycle, I think that's it. He used 2 clips of me stripping millions of tons of CO2 emissions, and remarkably, which I think is crazy. Like, why is this guy using my? I'm not doing millions of feet of copper. Well, I mean, maybe over my lifetime I've done 1 million feet, but That's crazy that they're doing that, and then they're getting big views, and I bet you all of that content is taken from other people. It's probably one of them channels that takes other people's stuff and just makes clips. You see the clip on there. Even you go in the comments. I'm actually going to comment on that video. They're just short clips. Boom, boom, 5 second or less clips. So they're not getting, copy. They can't get copyrighted. I mean, I might send them a copyright strike thing. I've never done that before. But I just thought it was crazy. The guy sent that to me, and I'm like, wow. And he's getting more views than my video did. So I don't know if he's monetized, but he's getting paid off of other people's clips. I think that's a crappy way of doing YouTube. Like they're skirting around, they're not creating their own content, which bothers me. Like I could do that. Like I have another YouTube channel that I was going to do something with, and I still might. It's called Project Scrap. And it was just going to be nothing but like videos of scrapping, like no talking, just straight up the videos, maybe a description of the machine running. But a lot of that stuff, I'd have to find videos of machines doing like this guy did. But I never really did that because I didn't want to take other people's content and try to make money off it because I don't think that's right. So I was going to try to do something different where I actually go to places and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'd like to, maybe go to a steel yard where they got a grapple and do a video on that particular machine, but it'd be me there making the content, not me pulling it like this guy, taking a bunch of other people's content and just voicing over it. To me, that's a cheap way of getting on here and making content. What's up, Maximus Psychosis? 45 minutes late, but hello. Holsteins are the best for milking. Huh. Well, we're gonna find out, man. My grandpa raised Angus cattle. I can't believe how much more flavorful Angus is over regular beef. Yeah, I'm not sure about the different stuff yet. So I'm really excited to learn about the whole stuff and actually go into like where they sell it, because in Okeechobee actually have like a cattle things, and when I drive by there, I see tons of cattle trucks, semi trucks, people with like dualies, cattle trailers. They do a lot of business there. And then this guy today was telling me there's a couple more, like in Arcadia, and one other one that he was mentioning, I forget. You want to research flooding heights from hurricanes, may want to have emergency generators elevated during Katrina. Hospitals in Houston had generators on the ground, water flooded to the second floor. Yeah, so the generator I got, it's actually it's probably 3.5, 4 feet off the ground on that trailer. I'm probably just going to leave it right on that trailer so that I could move it if I needed to move it around. I don't plan on having it on the ground, and we're not in a flood zone over here, so I think we're okay on that. You had no idea they would eat small mice? Did you make the pie holder, or did your brother? What pie holder? Matrix. Hey, do you have any preferred method of context? I have a concern I'd like to inform you of.
I told him to email Project Shop.
Oh, yeah. Email me at projectshopfl@gmail.com. on my other videos or on the main page. It's in the description if you need to see what it is. Your copper stripping game, good. I love your machine. Been watching for a bit. Good stuff. Enjoy. Thanks, Kula B. I wonder where you're from, man. I appreciate it. Everybody seems to be missing that song.
We'll get it on there for Joseph.
You don't have a bowl you can use artificial. Oh, if you don't have a bowl, you can use artificial insemination. Yeah, that's what the guy said. This guy's got a bull that he rents out to like breed, which I thought was pretty cool thing, you know. Some schools are bringing back shop classes. We have a central for high school where they teach work skills from welding and carpentry to working on cars and ACs to doing hair and stuff. Well, that's good. I mean, you know, my opinion on school is you teach the basics. You teach someone how to read, write, you know, math.
I'm homeschool all the way.
And then like science and history. I mean, history is written by the victors, really, so you can't really count on that to be. You don't know what they're clouding your mind with. But like there's certain things, like if a kid, you should let the kid choose what he wants to do.
Read the Bible. That's all history.
You know, and you know, that way you're not just, you know, kids nowadays are just bored. I mean, I think a lot of that has to do with what they're trying to do to society, but you know, I didn't like sitting in school. You know, I hated school. I skipped school, skipped class because it didn't interest me. What interested me was actually getting out there and doing something with my hands. Like I did a shop class. I did metalworking, woodworking. I look forward to those classes. I actually went to a VOTEC for automotive. I love that school, you know, because I got to work with my hands and do something. I wasn't sitting at a desk just being fed a bunch of stuff that I was supposed to memorize. It's like when you're hands on and you're actually doing something, you're going to learn more than just sitting at a desk or reading a text. You know, get out there and actually do something. And I think that's the problem. But I'm glad they're kind of bringing that back. A bull needs 3 heifers. He would wear out just 1 or 2. Oh, snap. The hotel I stayed at in Biloxi, Mississippi, flooded to the 9th floor. Of course, they're right on the beach. Wow. Wow. 9th floor. I mean, each floor of a building is like, what, 8 to 10 feet? That's 90 feet of water. Were they in that such of a low area? That's crazy. Clippy would never use any videos without asking the owner. Who's Clippy? Sure as heck wasn't that guy because nobody asked me permission. Welcome to AI Slop. Oh, you saw that video yesterday? Yeah, it just came out 3 days ago, man. You could DMCA it, and their video will go down, and income would go to you or something. I don't know. I'll see what I can do about it. But like I said, man, if the clips were like so close together. What's up, Adam Chupa? I definitely late to the most awesomest channel on YouTube. Thanks, I appreciate it. You can't quite DMCA it. It's fair use. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. It's only a quick. Gamer Axis. Nexus got their video taken down for 3 seconds of footage. Dang. Maybe I should go after it. At 300K view videos, now it's 800K viewed. Huh. Yeah, haters gonna take everyone else's thunder. Shame on them. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of YouTube channels that do that, and there's that whole new thing. I see it all the time. It's like you're scrolling through either like Facebook or Instagram, or I mean, I'm not on TikTok, but you'll see someone in the bottom of the screen almost like this, right? They're down here and they're showing you someone else's content. And then all they do is just laugh to it, they react to it, or they put their own little caption up to it, right? And then they're getting views and possibly even getting paid for watching. You're watching someone else watch someone else's content. It doesn't make sense to me. You know, you're giving them views when it should be like the original content creator. If everything is taken from everyone else, probably AI, here it is, not eligible for monetization if they are just recycling content. Yeah, I haven't really watched the video to see if there was ads on it, but I just scrolled. It's funny, I just scrubbed through it and seen me like right in the first opening of the video. Huh. I see some alcoholics in the backgrounds wondering how much would it take for someone to send super chats to get him to take a shot. I think I showed it on the last stream. Look at this stuff. I just love this can. It's like old school oil can, some type of gin. I mean, yeah, this stuff looks good back here, but unfortunately, I quit drinking when I was 19, and the last time I drank, oh wait a minute, when I got married, I drank, and then she bought another bottle of champagne we were supposed to drink when we got the house. Well, I was going to take a glass, but we did go to, what was it, hibachi, and I drank sake. Is that what we were drinking? Sake for the first time?
Your first time.
Yeah, my first time, not my wife's. Obviously, she's no stranger to sake. But it was okay. I mean, I just, you know, the crazy thing is, like, I'd liked drinking when I was younger, but it just gives me a headache. And that's the only reason I ever stopped drinking, is I just didn't like.
You weren't doing it right.
I wasn't doing it right? Okay.
I mean, your mom's good at it. You think
Yeah.
that would be genetic?
So I just, you know, I did other things for a while. Now I just don't. I just drink water and the occasional Red Bull. That's my vice. To monetize reuse content on YouTube, you must transform it by adding original commentary, educational value, or other creative elements, making your video meaningful, different from. Yeah, so he's talking over the whole thing, muted me out, and it's just showing a very short clip of me. You need a gator for the pond. All bodies of water in Florida have one. Yeah, I mean, I'd prefer not to have gators around here. So this guy keeps saying, "Hey, I have any preferred method of contact? I have a concern I'd like to inform you of." Yeah, you can email me. It's like the third time I've seen that message. But it's all AI slop. That's how YouTube is going. Man, I think that's a double-edged sword, man. I see the AI everywhere. All the ads I see online now, Facebook, everywhere. They're just it's just all this AI crap. And I'm always what the thing is, if they're using AI for everything, everybody's using AI. Pretty soon it's going to put a lot of people out of work. And it's your own fault because everybody's using the AI. You're not having a creative mind. You're letting a computer be creative for you. You're going to just put yourself out of work. Take care of TV metals. 2 a.m. comes quickly. Yeah. I see the Polish bison grass one.
That's my favorite.
What is that?
It's that one's Brooka. It's the that's the batch with apple.
Looks like someone's already hit that bottle pretty hard.
There's another one behind it. I'll drink that here with me.
You're gonna drink it now? Oh, cool. B, you're from the Netherlands. What's up, man? What's up, King Shin? You're getting a bit of delay from the stream? You guys want to see me take a shot? Even when I did drink, I like Jack and Coke, rum and Coke, and Corona. I never liked taking just shots, man. Even at when I was drinking hard, probably between the age of 14 and 19, I never liked shots, man. I could drink whiskey sours, tons of them. I was the type person, I'd drink a 12-pack and then go to the bar, start taking, rum and Cokes or Captain and Cokes and stuff like that. But taking just a straight up shot, it always made me I wanted to throw up, man. But I could pound down some Coronas, man. That was nothing, man. I drank a 12-pack and we were just getting the party started. Thank God I quit drinking. We've been lied to about everything. Yeah, you got that right, dude. I can go off on that. That's why I want to get my other channel rolling. I really haven't done nothing with it. I actually had to take the Free Human Project off of YouTube because it was affecting this channel. They were throttling me hard at one point, man. And they actually removed a couple of my videos just because of the content and the receipts I was bringing. Oh, and for those of you that don't know, Florida now, the Supreme Court in Florida said that the ban on open carry was unconstitutional. What is that? Smells pretty potent.
It's your proof cup.
Huh?
It's your proof cup.
I guess that's okay. Tastes like alcohol to me. That was just a sip. That's not even yeah. So I'd really like to get on the other channel. Once I get settled here, I'll start getting back on there. And then we can talk all the crap. I'd like to know what all you guys think about a lot of stuff. Those are called scrap channels. Mine lasted 3 months before YouTube banned it. You got banned from a scrap channel? Or were you taking videos and let's see, Joe Sorta. Hey Derek, did you ever think about adding rollers to the stripper machine so the wire rolls off and don't bunch up? I mean, it's tough. Like if I'm stripping by myself, maybe something like that would help. But I mentioned in the last video what I really probably need to do to that dump table is just have a smooth piece. So when the copper doesn't, because it's hard to tell on camera, but there's actually like 3 sheets of metal right there, and it just catches those lips or where they're butted together, or even the screws I have them screwed down with. I need a solid piece, and it'll slide down better. And maybe even lower I can't lower the table because it's sitting on top of the I-beam, but yeah, I don't know. It's the rollers, and then doing like there's a lot of stuff I wanted to do that I just like it would help, but it really doesn't make sense because I don't do enough of it. And one of them is having a way to get the insulation and wire to go 2 separate ways. But all the stuff I would have to do to get that done, it really doesn't make sense because most of the time I chop the wire in small pieces anyway. You know, if I was doing spools constantly, like a couple times a week, if I was running spools and spools of wire, yeah, I would build that. But about every other month or so, not, it's not often that I get that much. And then, look at the thumbnails of all the videos, 100% AI. Yeah. Crazy how Mike the Scavenger has 635,000 followers and you have almost 46,000. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. That guy, Mike the Scavenger, does nothing but dumpster diving.
People like that.
Yeah, people like that. I just don't have time to dive in dumpsters, and I'm
You don't have to go for a walk there.
yeah, I'm too fat to go diving in
Not
dumpsters.
that it's the amount of stuff.
Yeah, I got too much more important things to do, I guess. I don't know. And it's just not the type of scrap I'm looking for. I'm looking for copper. And the type of copper and the amount of copper that I get, you're not going to find in a dumpster, I mean, I think it's amazing what people throw away. We live in a throwaway society. And good on him for, capitalizing on, that's a nice little niche he has, man. I think it's crazy. But only 2 months old, that YouTube account too. Wow, 2 months and he's got 28,000 subscribers or something. Man, it took me a year to get 1,000 subscribers, and that was all original content. His content has nothing on yours. Well, thanks. I wish YouTube would see that and push my channel more. Gin stored in a paint thinner can. Yeah, AI should not be allowed to plagiarize. Oh, that was my mom's first time drinking sake. Yeah, me, my mother, my father, and my wife went to hibachi. Matter of fact, over where was it? Sebring?
Or up here, yeah.
Amazing hibachi over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
They
was.
treat you like royalty.
Yeah, they treat you like royalty in there, and it wasn't even that expensive.
No.
It was way less than going to a Benihana.
Benihana.
Yeah. I may have missed it, but what kind of tractor are you thinking about? So a friend of mine that I got that dump trailer that I have, he has a Kubota SV75 or something. It's not a tracked machine, but it's got the wheel. It's a wheeled machine.
It's been on some of your videos.
Yeah, it's been on the channel, but it's got forks. It's got 2 different buckets. He's got an auger attachment and a bunch of different size augers for it. And with the amount of fencing that I have out here, that's something that I'm definitely going to be needing, especially having to build a cattle pen. I'm going to need to drill a bunch of holes and set a bunch of big poles for the corners and stuff like that.
That's your cattle pen.
Oh, well, I put his phone number in the middle there. I'll show that. We got a blueprint Kind of like we have to sort it out, figure out where we want to place it, and then how it's all going to work. But the cattle pen, that was really interesting to learn how that all works, you know. And
He's such a genius.
yeah, it's like
If anyone needs cattle in
yeah,
Florida,
yeah.
email Project Shop FL.
But yeah, I'm looking at a Kubota skid steer with a bunch of attachments, and mainly for the off-road use and the forks. But it's got a lot of other stuff, and eventually I'm going to need like an actual like farm tractor, or I might look at that first. I don't know. I just got to figure it out. But the Kubota, like I'm trying to work a deal with the dude, but I can actually just go borrow it from the guy, which I did the first time, which was very nice of the dude. Um, um, I'm trying to just catch up on these. Tim still drinks Corona.
Yeah, we bought him a lot of.
Yeah, we bought him a lot of Corona when he came down for my wedding. We have a bottle of. Let me see that bottle over there. The copper bottle. My wife actually bought another one. I thought you said you chilled it. No, let me see that one right there. This is the one we had at our wedding, and my wife bought it because it's literally encased in copper. I had a whole glass of this, but she bought another one. Was it better stock?
This is rosé.
It's a different than what this was. I mean, I'll have a glass of it.
Maybe next live stream we'll have a drink.
Yeah, next live stream I'll have a drink. I'll have a glass.
Celebrate.
No, a scrap channel, pieces of everyone else's channel. Oh, okay. So they deleted your channel for plagiarizing? His machine has stripped so many coppers, I reckon. I've stripped miles of copper with my machine, yeah. I'd buy a ticket to watch you climb in and out of a dumpster. Mike the Scavenger also has a gay vibe in his videos. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, some people would disagree with that statement. But with that, maybe it's a bunch of gays subscribing to him. Huh, that's funny because someone told me people subscribe to my channel because I look like a bear and the gays like me. And I thought that was like, no, man, my viewers are not gay. Nobody watching this channel. No. The people that watch my channel are men. Okay. So yeah.
You wish Joel's not a man.
Well, there's a couple females in there. But mostly we got manly men in here that do men stuff. There's no twinks or what do you call them?
I'm gonna have to edit this out of the video.
There's no editing here.
I'm gonna edit this video. I have to. You cannot say this.
What do you mean? I mean that's a real thing, ain't it? I wish YouTube would push your channel, push my channel more. Yeah, me too. I have massive respect for your independent feral cat. Thanks, man. Jim, East Tennessee. Oh yeah, I saw that. I thought you might be getting a farm tractor. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna eventually need something that I can hook some attachments to. But I'm pretty sure those Kubotas, man, you can hook whatever you want to. They got hydraulics in the front. You can do all kinds of stuff. I really want to, get it to clear some of the land in the back there and over on the other side. I'm going to need it to, clear the spot for the shop, to set the grade and everything. That guy Mike will jump in the dirtiest dumpster to open a box or grab a small piece of metal. Well, it's content, man. You know, he definitely he's a showman. Um, how about your watermark on all your footage with the name of your channel? Let them use it. Yeah, check that out. We need to get a watermark on there. That way, even if they do take my clips. Um, oh, hey, what's up, Copper Catcher? Hey, man, I gotta call you. I got your email with your number, dude. I've been crazy busy, dude. Maybe tomorrow afternoon. Um, maybe something like they have on Wallace Farm and Sawmill. A Kubota tractor with fork attachments can also do implements for farming. Yeah, well, that's what this Kubota has. It has fork attachments, two different buckets, the auger. The only thing it doesn't have that I wish it did was a grapple bucket. When I used to do demolition, we had a skid steer that had a grapple bucket. Very, very handy piece of equipment. But I could just get one for it. And then with the Kubotas, man, they have literally like every type of attachment you could want. No way, dude. The gays are watching Mike the Scavenger videos. uh, let's see here. Not many people want to go in terms. You know, the funny thing, I got nothing against the people that do that. The dude I started working with, he was a dumpster diver long before I even met him. The dude Brian, you'll see him in like the first one or two videos on my channel, how to break a transformer the easy way and how to break a transformer the hard way. Um, Everywhere we'd go, man, we'd be out there picking up transformers. And I had a thing where I'd like to not be at my customer more than 30 minutes. Get there, sort the stuff, weigh it, pay him, move on to the next one. As soon as I show up and get out of the truck, he would get out of the truck and go find a dumpster somewhere. And you know, it would annoy me. I'm like, oh man, you're in there digging around that dirty dumpster and you're getting in my truck. Like, I really wasn't down with that. But he always came back with something, whether it be tools, scrap. You know, one time he rolled up and he goes, "Hey man, they threw out a bunch of copper," and I'm thinking, you know, maybe whatever, a little bit of copper here and there. No man, literally like finger size copper wire, big wraps of it. You know, like I think we pulled out like $800. I told him, I was like, "Go ahead and jump in there, man," and we threw it in the back of my truck. Um, I think maybe one or two times, I actually, I don't think I ever jumped in, but I reached in and grabbed something. Like I just couldn't believe that someone would throw that out. Oh, and one time I did pull up next to a dumpster and use my crane. I moved my crane down in there. Someone threw a big motor down in there. There's no way someone was getting it out without a machine. And then all those big round 2-inch thick round discs of steel that I got. I didn't personally go in the dumpster, but someone went in and rigged my crane up and I craned them out of the dumpster. Uh, did anybody hear about the mudslide in Indonesia, biggest copper mine? No, but that's crazy. I hope everybody's all right. Oh, did y'all see? Man, copper was going like this, and I hit it on a high. Well, I don't know. I didn't get a price today, or when did I sell that copper? Friday or Thursday? I think I saw it Thursday at 426 a pound. 426 a pound for bright and shiny was the highest I've ever gotten for bright and shiny copper. The record before that was like 417. But like, you know, the leading up to that, I got a quote for 407. And 2 days later, I went to sell it, dropped to $3.95, and then I got a quote a couple days later for 408 or 407 again. And then when I went to sell it, like the next, no, it took me another day. So 2 days later, it shot up to 426. So I don't know, man. Maybe the fact that that copper mine, maybe that's actually jumping up the price. You know, who knows? Hey, what's up, Leanne? Um, see all the stators I pulled last week? No, man, I haven't been out, dude. I haven't been able to watch any YouTube. Like, I've been working so much and trying to catch up and you know, barely being able to just shoot the videos to keep the channel going. I haven't even been watching the channels that I like Cutting Edge Engineer in Australia or Titans of CNC, Inheritance Machining, or, you know, normally I would just kind of, I really don't have time to watch everybody's channel, but I would always like to click on everybody's scrapping channel just to see what they're doing, you know, and see how they're doing and what they got going on. I haven't had time to do none of that. Yeah, or spend time with my wife. In the Netherlands, they don't really have dumpsters like in the US. They're probably way better than us when it comes to like trash and recycling. And we don't do nothing. There was a whole thing about a guy was following around the recycling trucks because they were like having people sort stuff. And I think people were actually paying to have people come pick up like recycling. Well, when they followed the trucks just went right to the local dump and dumped it with everything else. Same thing with me. All that plastic insulation I get from the copper wire and the glass I was getting from all them light fixtures, you know, I crush the glass up or bring stacks to the dump, and I'd show the people what I had. Like, hey, man, I got plastic, or hey, I got glass. You know, they tell me, I'm thinking, oh, they're going to go tell me to go dump it in some recycling bin. Nah, oh, go to the top of the hill and dump it. Dump it with the construct. They call it construction debris, tile, whatever, just random garbage, like industrial garbage. It ain't being recycled; it's being thrown right into the landfill, and that's like, you know, that's why down here in South Florida, like nobody, you can't get nobody to take the plastic. They're not going to buy it. They're not going to buy the glass. It all goes in the landfill. So.
Oh, that's not bad. Bright and shiny in Europe right now.
Let's see.
For €770. That's really €770.
Only around $4. €8 a kilo at peak. 476 is spot price. I was supposed to sell mine on Thursday, and I'm holding off till Monday. Well, hopefully it goes up. Man, when I got a lot of copper, I hate waiting over the weekend, man. It's like a nervous, you never know if it's going to go up or go way down, man. And when you have like, you know, over 1,000 pounds, man, a 10-cent dive, you know, you're talking about like $100, man, you know? So, I mean, a 10-cent up is good, but if it goes down, you're losing money quick. That's why, like, when I strip that big cable, I'm ready to sell it the next day. I get it loaded, ready to roll. Here you have Mule Park, where residents all can bring their stuff and bring iron, as well as those parks eventually also take it to the landfill. just packaged more neatly. They sell iron. They bring iron to the landfill. That doesn't even make sense. God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. I can sell $25 of copper on October 15th. The get to wait till April 15th. Minnesota is out without a copper license. Wisconsin Yard's 30-minute drive. What? You got to have a copper license to sell copper? I mean, that's ridiculous. Can I link a website without getting banned, like Copper Price Sheet? I mean, I'm not going to ban you. I don't do that. So YouTube might not like links, but you can try to put a link in there, or you can email me. Tampa prices are lower than South Florida for sure. Always. West Coast Florida, mid-state, Northern Florida, they're lower. Always been. Even 10 years ago when I used to buy a lot from the West Coast over there, Naples, Fort Myers, Cape Coral, it was always like almost $1 a pound less for copper. Huh. Oh, she wants to be on camera? We got the Hound. This is our guard dog. Hound Town. All this dog does is eat and smell and scratch. Huh? We got no snacks for you right now. Probably find one here. You want to? I thought you were going to be camera shy for a minute. No, these are her favorite. These are peanut butter filled pretzels. Oh, there you go. We'll get you some proper Scooby snacks. Wow. Yeah, all she does is beg for food. Trademark here in Tampa are thieves. Yeah. TMR down in Palm Beach. I mean, I dealt with them because they were close to my shop. You can't post the link unless you're a moderator. Oh, I didn't know that. T-Bone 4201. My 3 favorite YouTubers are in the chat, in the same chat. That's awesome. $250 copper license for a year. That's ridiculous. Can't post a link. Oh yeah. Here in Australia, without a business number, the government taxes 47% of the price of any scrap sold. Dag, man.
I mean, that's Australia for you.
I mean, listen, man. People are going to have to come together and, love your neighbor, and you guys get together and make a plan of how you want to go. Because if you keep letting the people that are in charge go the way they're going, man, you're going to be paying 97% tax pretty soon. That's crazy, man. Our scrap yard has it listed at $345 for bright and shiny. Wow. I mean, at a local yard, we're living off of scraps. Where are you at? At a local yard, it's probably not I mean, that seems kind of low if Miami's at 425. Or what I get, 426? Yeah, that's really low. Alpo something. Hello from Finland. Love your channel. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Can't even sell. 1-inch motor without a copper license in Minnesota. Talking about like a little tiny motor like this. Dang. Mason will have a dog friend this winter, I see. Yeah, that's crazy what the government's doing, man. Y'all need to put the government in their place. I mean, that's a conversation for the other channel, which I'll have to get on there because we need to discuss this. That's crazy. $4 for bright and shiny is criminal. Well, that's $4 a pound US, not $4 a kilo. I don't know where you're from, but
That's really good.
I mean that's a pretty high price, $4.26.
That's wholesale.
My two dogs are the same, treats all day. So that's why I can't post any links. Yeah. I mean, if you want to post something, I guess you can email it to me and just let me know. Central Illinois, #1 copper is $3.50 a pound. Wow.
You know we don't.
Their government pays health care. So what does that mean? They get to rip you off 50%?
No, you still pay in England. You still pay.
I think you're talking about Australia.
It's all the same. They're all under the crown. So typically,
see, that's a problem. All under the crown. Let me ask you something. Anybody that's under the crown, what has the crown done to like make your lives better? I don't see it.
Typically, you pay national health insurance, and what is it? God, I have it's like Social Security you pay out of your paycheck. I used to pay national health or national insurance. That's what they call it.
And how much would it be?
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
But
the only time I've ever paid.
Would you get full coverage for it didn't matter what you had, you just go in there and they take care of it?
For the most part, but it's bad coverage. It's minimal.
Oh, it's like going to going to a walking clinic or something.
Going to public or going to private doctors seem like just so high end. You have to go private when your government pays for your health insurance. You have to go private to get good health care.
I'm going 3 hours Monday, one way to Toledo. Wow, dude, you're traveling like me now, dude. It's a 3-hour trip to Miami from here. But I'm I schedule when I go down there. I mean, that's where I started. That's where all my original customers are. So I work my way back up, picking up, so it's not like I'm going one way and then coming back empty. So no caller ID. Who's calling me at 10 o'clock at night? Scrapyard looked in my 1-gallon bucket and almost didn't want to give me motor price. He was so used to car and tractor motors and stators. Oh, a 1-gallon bucket of small electric motors. What's up, John Daly? Still looking for the knife?
Yeah.
It's out there somewhere. It's in a box, man. There's I haven't been able to sort the bins.
That's an answer to everything.
Hey,
why do you think I asked you where did you go? It's in a box.
Yeah, everything right now is it's in a box somewhere. I'll find it. No, man, I actually seen it while I was here, and I was like, oh, I should take that out and put it by the stripper, and it's there, dude. I got it. I appreciate the knife and the offer to get me a new one, but there's no need. I got it out there. Scrapping on the fly. You didn't know I was live? You didn't get a notification? No, that was living office scraps. I'm getting people confused here.
All the good news.
Hey. All right, come on. Hey.
You could get someone here.
No, go handle the dog.
What do you want me to do? thinks there's someone here. No one here.
Guard dogs on duty. Oh, nobody got a notification. That's crazy because I sent out a community chat and I sent, I did the stream like 30 minutes before. That's crazy. So a copper catcher, you're going 3 hours. Are they giving you that much of a better price up there or wherever you're going? Where are you even from? You're in like the middle of the country or something, aren't you? Board shorts. I mean, I got a pile of Goldfinger boards. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll do something with them, but for now, like, I mean, you need so much of that scrap to make any money. I'm just going to keep putting it in there. I'm going to get one of them white bins. And I think once I fill the white bin with computer boards, I'll decide what I'm going to do.
Thomas will. That's funny.
I'm from Ohio, mid Ohio, but I'm going to Toledo for $395 versus $345. Wow. I mean, is that for what? Bright and shiny? 50 cent a pound difference. That's a pretty big difference. Check email, please. Okay. I heard about a guy trying to crossbreed bull terriers and shih tzus. He's gonna call them bullshit. Oh, you guys are crazy. Yeah, it's bright and shiny, but also I have 1,500 pounds of 600 MCM aluminum that they're paying me an extra 30 cents a pound for there. Oh, that's sweet. That aluminum wire is the highest grade aluminum I've ever sold. An extra 30 cents a pound. What are the normal prices? I think I'm getting $1.15 or $1.20 for that stuff. I haven't sold any of that in a while. Yeah, the email is projectshopfl@gmail.com. Let me see. It's going to take me a second to. Let me see if I can even get on here. Oh. $1.10 up to $1.38. Dang, that's a heck of a difference. So, what is a place? A local scrapyard, or are they an exporter? That's a pretty good price. And the local places wouldn't match that, like your main yard. See, sometimes like with the local yards, they're selling like a lot of the local yards down here. They're selling to like General Metals where I sell. So like the small yards, they they can't pay you more than they're getting, or they got to make some money. So yeah, you're probably just going to like a place they're selling to. Prices suck in Illinois and South Ottawa area, about 2 hours north of you. Huh. Yeah, like to me, the different prices, I guess it has to do with like transportation, but the prices shouldn't be that different. Like here in Florida, the prices really shouldn't be that different from the West Coast to the East Coast, but they're so much different. Um, I guess a lot of it has to do with like the trucking or shipping, and also a lot of it probably has to do with being the only game in town. You don't have to pay, like people are just happy to get rid of it locally. And if you're the only game in town, there's no need to compete. Like I said, in Palm Beach, Broward County, Miami, there's a scrap yard on almost every corner. So those people are cutthroat, man. They're competing hard. Their prices are high. Prices are good in Missouri. You just bring what fits in your little car, mostly just air conditioning, piping waste. The cables are way too small to strip. Yeah, I don't strip like AC stuff. Take a second and read the email. Oh, yeah, the Matrix. My wife read the email. She said, "I'll take care of it in a bit." Gas ain't cheap. It makes it tough for the small time curb guy. Yeah, I don't see. Man, I always didn't understand how the people driving around. I mean, I guess if you got a route and you know the schedule, driving and picking stuff up off the curb on bulk trash day. I mean, you could probably do some decent stuff, but I just never thought it would be worth burning the diesel. Well, now that I make my own fuel, it might be a thing. But um, what's the gas prices now? Actually, gas came down, or diesel did at least. I bought some diesel for 3.30 a gallon. It used to be up there at like 369, 360, 369. I used to do the street scrapping thing when gas was cheap, but not anymore. Only when I get calls for a pickup. Yeah, I never, I never actually drove around looking for scrap like that. I always, right from the get go, I had customers that I would call, schedule pickups, and go pick up a specific thing. I knew when I went out, I was coming back with copper. Um, 287 in South Florida for gas. I just put some gas in my wife's car today. I didn't even look at the price. I stopped looking at the price of gas years ago. Like in my Mercedes, I had put premium in. I didn't even want to look at the price. And with my lead foot and the supercharger on that thing, man, it would suck it down. I'd go from here to Miami and have to fill up basically. Um, and then diesel fuel was as high or higher than premium. And then the amount of traveling I did, I would just go in, get, go to the gas station, get some road snacks, something to drink, give them $100 bill and say to put the rest on whatever pump. So I wouldn't even know how much I was getting really or how much it was. And most of the time it wouldn't even fill up my tank. But if it did, I got a fuel cell. I would put the rest in the fuel cell to kind of build it up. And I'd always put, 5 gallons, 10 gallons here and fill my fuel cell up that way. I watch some of the guys who deliver to non-ferrous chefs. Too hot and humid in Florida for me. I mean, it's not too bad. You get used to it. I like the heat. Anyone with a modern vehicle should use premium gas. Yeah, I mean, E10. I never even heard of E10. I don't know, but I think, the gas it doesn't make sense to me. Certain things don't make sense to me. Okay. When I was a kid and I lived outside Atlantic City, I worked at a gas station as a teenager pumping gas, and regular gasoline was 69 cents a gallon or something. Maybe it was 70 cents, and diesel was cheaper. Diesel was like 60 cents. I can remember the big tour buses or semi trucks coming in. And I mean, if they got $80 worth of gas, that was a lot. That was a big bill. Most people came in and got $5 regular. That was the average, $5 regular, right? And in New Jersey, you're not allowed to pump your own gas. So you pull up and someone like me come out and, you say 5 regular, whatever you wanted, and I pump your gas. And then most people were respectful and nice. And if you had to, you asked to check their fluids and whatnot. Some people just came in and were just rude to you. Me, I ain't take that kind of crap from people, man. Like if you were rude or talked down to me because I was pumping gas, like, I'd tell you, go down to the next gas station. We were the cheapest gas in town. So we had a line out the block, People would come in there and be rude to me. I'd send them down the street. Or if they were really a dick, like this guy came in one time, just rubbed me so wrong. And then, just was like talking to me like I was so beneath him. He's like, and make sure you don't spill gas on my car. Now, at first, I was going to send him down the road before I even started. I was like, you know what? I got you, dude. Started pumping his gas. And right before his thing was coming out, man, I pulled that nozzle out while it was still pumping full and just hosed his whole crap down. Now, young and dumb thing to do, I ain't like that anymore, but that's not, I don't take kindly to people talking down on people like that. But me working with the general public is just not a good fit. It just does. It's not going to work because I'm just not going to take disrespect and whatever. But the gas was always cheaper. And here's the thing. This is what I was getting at. I get off track. I'm sorry. So we have technology now, right? We have technology today that's supposed to be way better than technology we had 20 years ago. Things are more efficient, right? The processes are more efficient. So if they are extracting the oil out of the ground in a more efficient manner with better equipment, more efficient equipment, right? If they're transporting it with trucks that are more efficient, if they're pumping it more efficient, they got better pumps and whatever. How is it that we are going from 60 cents a gallon to 360 a gallon? Okay, it don't make sense. It should be going the other way. Everything's more automated, so their labor costs are down. The technology's better. So what's happening here? We're being robbed, is what's happening. And it's because we allow big corporate. Okay. Anyway, there's a really interesting book. I really like to talk about it on the other channel because of what it implies. Okay. It's I just had the name on the tip of my tongue. Oh man. Anyway, but in the book, it's about a guy that goes to like another land and he meets these people, and their way of doing things is different. They don't allow big corporations to come in with big machines that put people out of work. Because the guy's like, okay, so say you got a shoemaker, right? And you got in your town or in your city, you got 5 shoemakers. And then one company comes in with these machines where it only takes one guy to run the machines. How is that benefiting those 5 shoemakers? No, it's going to benefit basically one guy or one shoemaker, but the guy that owns the machines is going to benefit. And then that kind of escalates into um, more and more where the machines are coming in and making one person money, right? Opposed to 5 or 10 people making that money and spend 5 or 10 people being able to spend that money in the community, basically supporting other small businesses and everybody supporting each other. When what we have going on now, like, you know, y'all, I don't know if y'all go down like the rabbit hole with like BlackRock and Vanguard and all that, these big corporations coming in buying everything. Like, look at all the single family homes in America. What was it, 45, 47% of all the single family homes in America were bought up by a corporation? Like, how is that? Why are we even allowing that to happen? I remember when I was looking for an apartment and I was moving, and someone was looking to like buy something, and what the realtor was telling us is that people were coming in, basically corporations were coming in with cash offers that were way above the market price. So the people that were selling, like, oh, why am I going to go with this person that has to get approved? You know, this person, you know, it's got a cash offer right now. You know, so they're just going to boom, go with a higher than market, sell their stuff. And these people that are buying it got more money than they know what to do with. They're buying us out. You know, there's a saying, I forget who said it. Says, if we're not careful, one day we're going to wake up on our own land homeless. The land that our forefathers fought for, we're going to wake up homeless, and look what's happening. So, I mean, we got to watch out for big corporate. I've always said, you know, support local. Like every town should basically be able to produce 80 to 90% of what it consumes. You know, not like you go to the grocery store and you see the same thing. Like I can go to a Publix anywhere in the state of Florida or a grocery store anywhere in the country, and you're pretty much going to see the same stuff on the shelves because it's all coming from the same stuff, you know, same people. Um, man, it's really going to bother me if I don't remember the name of that um, book. As a matter of fact, it originated from a guy. It was in a Florida magazine in like the early 1900s, and it's about a guy that basically he was a politician. He sold all of his crap. He got tired of the corruption, sold all of his crap, and bought a boat and chartered a ship to go sail, and came across some interesting stuff. But what was interesting to me is how this other people ran their country, and they would not allow big corporations to start because basically what that did is it basically bankrupted everybody, you know, and made everybody poor, and you know it was like a funnel of money to the top. Um, all right, I'm gonna have to wrap this up soon. Like probably right now we're at 2 hours. So let me just go ahead and answer the rest of the questions. If anyone has any questions right now. Um, Atlantic City. Atlantic City is way down a dead end road. Yeah, well, I mean, it's at the shore. I was born in Atlantic City, man, but I'm not from the city, man. I grew up in the country. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Um, how about gas cans that we can pour gas out of? Well, I buy them race cans. You know, they're like the old school cans, but I had to pay good money for them. The VP racing cans. I just started scrapping. It was basically all from dumpster diving. Would love to get into more like you do, but we have two huge recycling yards in town and have most accounts locked down. Yeah, it's tough, man. I'm looking into starting to do some sales, and I'm even kind of nervous about it because it's not going to be as easy as it was 15 years ago when I started. 15 years ago when I started, nobody was buying transformers and nobody could pay what I was paying. Um, Still, it's hard. I could still wipe the floor with a scrapyard price on a transformer, a copper transformer, but it's not like it was. The purchasing power of the dollar is falling. Yeah, because we got off the gold standard. Um, the Lorax, what is that? The only city in Palm Beach without a scrap yard is Boca Raton. Yeah, probably. There's people, them rich Boca people, probably like, nah, we ain't having that here. Um, Man, you got me into scrapping. It allows me to make money of stuff I find. That's great, man. I hope it works out for you. Um, Merchant is watching from a dumpster right now. um, Try to miss a payment on your guy's property tax. You haven't missed any payments for 40 years. Uh, no, that's a whole nother thing, man. We're gonna have to get that in the other channel because there's a thing. Do you have that book? What's the other channel? It's called the Free Human Project, but it's on Rumble. Best advice to get into larger accounts. You got to bring something, dude. Um, like you got to like most big accounts, dude. They're looking for the best price. So if you come in there and they're getting $2 a pound, say for whatever, and you offer them $1.80 or $1.90, dude, it's like you're not going to get it. And that's the thing. Like I'm lucky enough that where I sell my copper that I can compete with the local yards. Um, all right, take care, Naples Frank. Yeah, I'll get in contact with you tomorrow, and uh, a copper catcher, man. I'll give you a call tomorrow afternoon. Um, but I think that's going to be it. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by the stream. Thank you, everybody that donated. I really appreciate it. Thank you for, I don't want to say his name, Bubba, the guy that we met today with the cows, and our new adventure with that. Stay tuned for the videos. We're going to be doing, what was the name of the other account? It was called the Free Human Project. It's on Rumble. It's hard to find because I don't post much on there, but I'll have to start getting it and get you guys a link to it. Copperman, what's up, dude? Yeah, everything is well, dude. We're kind of signing out right now. So there's 8 videos on there. Oh, you found it. Okay. All right. Again, thank you for everybody for coming by, commenting, watching the videos, and all the comments. I appreciate all the comments. Even it's been really hard on me trying to keep up with them. I'm hoping now that I'm done moving and I kind of get sorted, I can get back to answering everybody's question. It kind of stressing me out that I'm not doing it. I feel like I'm letting you guys down, but I'm doing what I can. So, um, glad I could catch you on a live for once. Hey, dude, I appreciate it. Again, thank you for the people that donated. I really appreciate it. It does go a long way and really helps out the channel and helps me keep doing what I'm doing and help me bring you guys better content. I do have a lot that I want to show you guys and bring to you guys and knock out some of the projects that I've always just didn't have a chance to. So I really appreciate it. On that note, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening, and I hope you guys have a great week coming up. And yeah, God bless you all. Thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next one.